commercials.
13 seconds. 10 seconds. I'm telling you guys, Whispercast next week.
Bart, when does Reddit and Reddit Tribe go against the 4chan crew?
I actually was talking to... Oh, God, second commercial? What? I was talking to, what's his name? Some of the dudes from the V side and the Reddit side. So I know the V guys are having an in-house video game board from 4chan scrim between EU and US. But
Okay,
you guys
so
got
we
it?
are back. Hello, this is tribescast.com, bringing you Tribes Ascend. We are live here on Bella Omega with Void Engineers in a sort of a fun casual scrimmage against Team Boss with players from the Tribes Renegades online community. Whispercast from Bart, courtesy of copyright registered trademark Bart, High-Rise Bart, is over there helping us out to run this invitational scrimmage. And I have Tweak here to help me analyze what the hell just happened on Dry Dock.
Greetings.
It is 2-1 for Boss in this best of 5 maps. I couldn't believe what happened. Voyagers had the same problem you said before. They had this scramble for the flag on the last play, and then their flag was undefended for the chain grab, and they lost it 5-3 to Boss after crushing Boss for free pretty much on Crossfire. Armadillo is already off to the races with the Voengineers flag. What do you think is going to happen here on Bella? Bella's a strange map.
I wish I could say at this point. I have no idea. This map's incredibly interesting by the dynamics of the generators and the height of the flag stand and the way it's inside. So many things can happen. It's going to come down to, what, like I said on Arx Novena, offense coordination, I feel.
Again, Silver Star and Snooks stopped Bytor from getting away with his goofy little grab through the middle. Sunfire saves the play that Frost was trying to stop right there. And it's going to be up to the Voengineers offense to stop this from going up. Looks like there's a Brute, actually. There's been a Brute that's gone over to the Bella flag with a fractal grenade on the stand. Fortunately, he is quickly sniped away by Silver Star. And chain grab by Matten is going to be, killed by the sniper Lanthus. And Hunts picks it up. Nice by Hunts. What do you think about the base here? It's a very strange base here on Bella.
It's an incredibly weird base, especially because of the way the generators work. If you destroy the generators, you open up so many more paths with the side caps because force fields on the left and right go down.
Looks like either Boss is feeling themselves or something, but they're doing a lot of passes in midfield. They've been doing a lot of passes ever since Arcs, the first map that they won tonight. They were doing some crazy passes on Arcs. Unfortunately, Matten just died, killed by Frost. Sunfire saves the play, but Snowdog has gotten away with his flag. Yeah, the passes on Arcs made just an incredible show for us, and there were some passes that happened on Dry Dock as well. I missed one of them, unfortunately, but that was during a standoff.
You can't see them all, unfortunately. Craig somehow manages to.
He's crazy like that. So no score yet. There's two generators down, both killed early on, and that's pretty important. This is kind of the only map that sort of makes the generator very important by forcing those force fields to be up or down based on whether the power is there. And so I think that's kind of a cool thing about Bella, just in general, that it forces the generators to become important for the teams to prioritize them as they're going to have those routes running.
It does seem, though, as though they're almost ignoring them, because I know when my team played it, we were always trying to repair our generators.
Was that a mid-air pass to Matten? Okay, thank you, Craig, for pointing that out. Do you have your mic on? I don't even know if you have your mic on or not. I'm sorry. Okay. So, Craig is giving me tips, but I'm talking to myself when I'm talking.
Another one!
Mid-air pass by Matten to Sunfire. Meanwhile, Frost has gotten away through the midfield into those weird tunnels. Rock formation. This is kind of a weird desert/ice map. If you get fire and ice, if you can imagine that. Maybe Bart can listen to the cast and then jump in and tell us what it actually is. Because the tribes lore is strong with this one.
These passes are doing really well for these guys, shifting up the directions, forcing the chasers to change and turn around, slow their speed down. And like I've said before, speed is your greatest defense in this game. Gotta go fast.
Definitely. In an open game like this where you can't hide behind a box, you have to be going fast to dodge those bullets. But
Sorry, what
we
did
are...
you need from me?
I wanted to know about the. Is this an ice map or is this a desert map? What is it?
Ah, this
It's like a
is
moonscape.
this is a desert map. More or less, it's kind of a rocky desert terrain. It is the Diamond Sword planet of Bella Omega.
Well,
Some dirty snow, Greg.
we were in our standoff there for a minute, but they resolved it in Boss's favor. But Snowdog was there with that chain grab again. He's been all over the kind of the stand control for his team when I've been watching him. And now we're going to be back in stable position again. I think there's not going to be anyone killing Snowdog anytime soon. Silver Star's O-sniping him, but I think his team is going to pick him up. He did die sort of at his guys, base with guys all over it. So okay, you're in a standoff on this map, Tweak. What do you do?
You got to go heavy offense, especially if they're burrowing up inside. You got to throw a lot at them because inside, especially with some heavies, you can defend the flag really well.
Frost got a nice return, and this could be finally the first capture of the night. Here comes Niger's trying to get it. He's being knocked around, but no! O-snipe by Silver Star. Squilly has to get the cap instead. But 5 minutes elapsed before that first capture went off, so it's been a pretty, it's been a low-scoring Bella basically, for for a 5 capture limit. And I think that the base has something to do with it. It's hard to deal with this base in a standoff at least.
Bella maps are typically one of the lower scoring maps. I don't usually see them cap out, especially in pub play at least. So it's going to be interesting to see how this map evolves with the competitive scene as players get better and strats develop and metagame moves forward.
Yes, and critics would say that the Bella base is really tight and hard to get them flag moving, but Madden is, kind of defying that right now as he runs that nice back route through the open force fields because the gens are down. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's got finally sniped by Lantis. It's going to need to get to his defense to pick him up, but they did move the flag. That's the important thing, moving the flag out of that tough spot so that they can get it over to their base. Snowdog is running a real route and is going to... Ooh, no. Snipe by the Thermal Star right away.
Sharkax needs to leave this server.
Uh-oh. Did somebody join the server?
We have a bad interruption.
Oh, boy. Did he interrupt the play? Like, did he... Looks like the game might have to be reset. There's a lot of trash talk about Sharkax. One of the one of the team's players. I don't know what team he's on. I forget. But yeah, it looks like without true admin controls, we haven't been able to keep track of who's on the server and keep them out. This is all closed beta. It's proof of concept, so it's just sort of bare bones competition. They're going to kick him out. I'm not sure if he's going to be kicked or not. He pieced out right away. Snowdog has got another... Are they? I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Are they going to keep playing it out? Did he affect the play? Was it captured?
I think he actually made the cap, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I guess they could play it out if they wanted to. This is, doesn't really count for anything except for tokens on Beyond Gaming, which I'm not sure if they... Ooh, another mid-air pass by Demitsu. Frost is going to get that return, though, I think. No, Latin saves it. Frost has been all over the good returns, though, tonight. Yeah, maybe I'll change teams to fix that. See if I can get rid of it. 1 second, I'll test that for you. Okay, I got rid of it by joining a team and then voting and then getting on spectator again, if you want to do that for yourself. So, that's a strange interruption, but weird things happen in tribes. They don't seem to be
exactly
objecting. They might be playing it out. I'd be okay with that. You only have to play for a minute or so, yeah. Let's just call it a tie game and pretend it's a 4-0 cap out. They actually moved the Void Engineer's flag again, so it's going to be, in a second here, 2 or 1. I'm not sure if that counts as 2 or 1. Let's just call it 1. I don't know. But again, there's a strikeout now for boss, and that's kind of rough on this map. It's a very open map. It's sniper bait in general, and strikes are just that much more of a difficult problem to deal with.
Yep, I've seen them be very, very useful in this map. The lower sloping terrain makes strikes, especially with their explosive shots, so powerful. Still, generators being mostly ignored once they go down. It seems they open them up, take them down, but they don't focus on repairing them, which is a mistake, I feel.
Oh, it looks like Frost couldn't, or no, Snowdog couldn't throw the flag up to his base, and it gets returned by a Diamond Sword player. Bytor, though, with the chain grab, he's all over it. Now there's a Shrike turning around trying to kill him. So without having any speed, you need to run a real route or the Shrike's just going to chew you up. You cannot run a Shrike in this game if you're going fast enough, but Bytor is not. He's just getting knocked around with those missiles.
It is very difficult, especially once they removed skipping to
Oh,
get to that
Furious
threshold.
Phantom got a nice move pickup, but he was bounced around in the tunnel and unfortunately died. And meanwhile, Matten has gone the opposite direction with the Void Engineer's flag. I think they are going to play it out. They seem to be calm about it. But if the team that got capped on, gets their concentration broken by that, it's going to be upsetting to them. And Matten has capped again. There was this kind of an emergency grab that was too late, that was killed right away. And now it is 3-1. I don't know what to call this. Is it 3-1? I'm just going to call it the score. It's 3-1 for Boss. And unless they complain, we're not going to change it around and restart it.
Yeah, the route Matten is running is very, very powerful. He gets in there really quickly and out really quickly. Defense doesn't even seem to notice him most of the time.
Is that because they're being disrupted, or is it because he's invisible most of the approach?
I'd feel that it's he is invisible for a very good chunk. There's a little ridge that he pops over and goes through.
Oh, it looks like he bounced through the stand weirdly. Lost a lot of his speed. Yeah, it looks like he bounced outside of the base a couple of times, but yeah.
There's very little notice, so I mean, you can get a shout out like, hey, he's coming from behind, but I think the distractions are helping far more than his visibility.
Frost had a mid pickup, I think, but didn't get anywhere with it with a Shrike and a Sniper on his tail. And now Dimitri was going the opposite direction with not very much HP, but I think the Boss has enough control of this map, they're going to be putting it away. Now Snowdog, unfortunately, though, has gotten away with the flag again. Without the speed he needs to dodge that Shrike, he's going to be missile bait here in a second.
Perhaps with
just
the speed to dodge it. Yeah, slower speeds tend to mess up Shrike pilots, so it might be good that he's going slow.
Yeah, maybe he's doing it on purpose. Who knows? Last time he couldn't get on the stand, but now he actually got his body up there. There is a player in there looking for him. He actually falls down to the bottom. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but he's now hanging out in the conduit. The conduit is a goofy thing about this map. You can actually grab with the conduit. They can only chase you up or cut you off. There's no really other way up to there, just to be there ahead of time. Now we're in standoff mode.
Being in the conduit is very, very dangerous for a carrier. I would take the flag outside, especially in the conduit. A disc from anywhere, if you're inside of it, will cause some form of splash damage.
Yeah, and this map is avoided by some teams, so it hasn't been played a whole lot. People may not agree on where the right spot to hold it is. And it looks like one of the players is hanging out in the conduit, like you said. Some people will say take it to the top, where you have to be approached from the bottom only, because there's no way you can ski up there. Other people would say, turtle in the base and a heavy or something, or there. No, Warriors got their flag back, and there's an immediate. I think there was a no chain grab or pickup grab, whatever, E-grab by Boss has now going to be 2-3 Void Engineers. So a very close game we're seeing.
Yeah, I think bringing in the Nazman was a really good idea for Boss, because he's been running the skies with the Shrike for the past few maps.
That said, though, Void Engineers has their own Shrike guy now, former Blue Jay, or we might see another dogfight like we saw in Arcs, where they just cancel their Shrikes out by crashing into each other. That was pretty funny.
My team has discussed using Shrikes to blow up another Shrike just by running into them.
We saw it, in all its explosive glory a few minutes ago. But now Matten is giving Blue Jay a little bit of problems. No, it looks like actually Dimitsu is in another Shrike. A third Shrike's out on the map, chasing Blue Jay down. Trying to stop him from killing Matten. On the other side, Snowdog has gotten away, but he is stopped dead on the hill by all those defenders, Snook, Silver Star, and the Mazman.
One of the only ways to really deal with a Shrike, I feel, is just annoy it until it can't deal with you.
Oh, I gotta say, Frost and Furious Phantom did a great trick there on whoever was holding the flag for Diamond Sword, whether it was Hunts or somebody, maybe Matten, I don't know. But they were all over it, making sure he wasn't able to get through the stand, got their flag back, and now we're in reset mode. I just can't believe that Boss has gotten 2 Shrikes out to battle Void Engineers 1. That's a lot of dedication and player power to vehicles.
Chances are the way it's going is one is going to focus on defense while the other one is going to try and focus on either offense harassment or maybe Shrike harassment, but Ella Blue Jay is now out of his, so I'm not sure what the other one's going to be doing.
The Nazman did get that kill on Snowdog. Meanwhile, Atlantis snipes Armadillo, so both flags are going to be put back under control, I dare say. Looks like somebody's, yeah, Blue Jays babysitting out in front of their base. I would put it back on the stand, though. That stand's hard to get to be quite honest. Maybe they're scared of Matten's back to front route.
It is a very good route, and he is actually on it right now, so holding it out would be a good thing. Oh, and it comes back just in time for
Yeah, it
Matt to
looks like
scoot right through.
Armadillo forced the return just in time for his carrier. That was a good play by him. But yeah, I mean, I can see the wisdom in either way, either putting it on the hard to get to stand where your defenders feel confident, or leaving it in the field so the guys can't run their real routes. It's up to how you want to play it.
Yeah, I think typically the best way is to leave it out in the field, because you can always, unless they're really quick, you can always just return it if you see them coming and throw off their whole offense coordination. But unfortunately, that was the plan.
Another return, and Vitor has vomited off the stand again. Quickly smashed by Dimitsu's strike. I think there's only one strikeout. No? Are there two? Let's see. One.
Yeah, only one
Just
right
one.
now.
Dimitsu's the only striker right now. And they are battling over this flag, but it's in a really awkward spot. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. Hunts with a nice return. Puts it back into reset mode. And an immediate chain grab by Snowdog. Llamas it off the stand again. That's something that Void Engineers have been really good about, is keeping the old school wisdom and strategy in mind of if their stand's not under control, take it away again. Make it hard for them. How do you feel about how Voyager's been playing it out in terms of making sure that the stand has always got pressure on it like that, even if it's a llama grab?
I was just about to mention that. They've been doing a really good job. They're still running the Diamond Sword flag right now. There's no defenders anywhere near it. And using that pressure is what allowing them to run the flag as often as it can, using these E-grabs to their advantage so their offense can return the flag on their own.
That said, it won them the first map, but they have lost the last two, so they might need to sort of deal with the harsh realities of TA here.
It is a different game.
Oh, a nice mid-air pass by Armadillo into Matten's hands. If you saw that, Craig, I hope you did. But Baitor over on the other side is in a lot of trouble. He needs Frost and Snowdog to save his bacon. And the flag goes home. Matten's in a good spot to make it 4-2 for Boss, and that will be the end of the series, if in fact they win it out that way. Oh, Furious Fan drops down to the last second. That was nice. He's in a heavy. He's actually waltzing to the base right now. Was he just falling at maximum speed through the conduit?
Yeah, terminal velocity, the flag. However, he was sitting on the bottom, which might have been a good strategy, giving his offense time to focus on the flag carrier, but he is now opting to run it back to the base.
I feel sad for all of you who can't hear Craig's laughter. He is a fun guy to cast with. He's constantly cracking up at sick plays. And Furious Fan has done the conduit grab. Go up the conduit, drop down the side, go over the hill. He's got that heavy HP. He's going to be in good shape for a while.
Yep, heavy capping does have a place. As slow as they can be, their health makes it decent to get at least to the midfield. If you have somebody to escort them, you can always carry that flag back home.
And they do have guys who escort him, but he's in a little bit of trouble with no HP left. Out of that heavy, it's all gone. They could stabilize here, but a freak play could get that flag prone from Frost. Nope, I think only one more defender is now going to be vying for that opportunity. So standoff mode, we do want to see Void Engineers win the standoff because haven't they been losing them just in general on this map? I'm not sure if we can recall.
Yeah, they have been dropping them a bit more often, but that they also tend to have the flag a lot more often just because of all these llama grabs that make it back to their base.
Let's see. I'm really amused by the fact that they are running a Brute. Void Engineers is. Furious Fan's been in Brute pretty much the whole time, I think.
Brute can be useful in this map, especially if you're going for the indoor style play. Those concussion grenades, also known as the disco grenades, turn the inside of the base into basically a Pink Floyd laser show on the inside with the Brute.
And there, unfortunately, once again, Void Engineers lost the standoff, but Frost, with his sick flag return abilities, saved the play anyway. I am sad they're losing so many standoffs, though. What do you think that is?
They just can't seem to control it. Let me see the loadouts real quick. Okay, so they're not
Furious
running a
Phantom changed to
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, by the way. I'll correct myself there. For the first time this map, I think.
Yeah, the Diamond Sword's not running any Pathfinders, which can usually end standoffs pretty quickly with that Nitron grenade. It just seems that the coordination of Team Boss is a little bit stronger on the offense side, able to crash their carriers easier.
I wouldn't know Nana would be proud to see Matt and capping in Ranger. Oh, a nice timed return for Boss makes it 4-2.
Unfortunately, I
Baitor
would
was
call that
there.
one a mistake by Baitor. Exactly, I would call that a mistake by Baitor. He should have made that E-grab when he had the chance, even if to delay the capture.
I mean, he only had a half second because they timed it. I think he should have been standing on the stand or something.
Yeah, the force field was up, which means he didn't even have to hover in the air. He could have literally just stood there and have that option.
Well, the force field doesn't stop the friendly players from going through.
Doesn't stop friendlies. No, it stopped. It would have stopped Baitor though, and Baitor could have just stood instead of hovering with a jetpack.
Yeah, I only got a glance at it, but I think that he just didn't have any time to react. By the time he realized the flag was home, it was already capped. Madden with that same active front route. It's really cool to see a team doing the strategy where you have your best capper run his best route and just clear for him, and make the flag get home that way.
I don't
Madden
think
could make
the
this 5-2 rules in a second here.
there we
And
go.
that's going to be the end of the series. It is
Yeah.
3-1 for Boss. Very surprising after they dropped the first map. One of those come from behind wins. But Voyageneers looked really solid on Crossfire. I'm surprised that they fell apart afterward. They gave us a really good fight on Dry Dock. Go ahead, Tweak.
Yeah, I think the defense didn't adapt enough. If I had to call anything on that one, I normally like to call offense being at fault, but I think the defense was unable to adapt. They ran the same play every single cap -1 from Shark Hack's surprise cap. But every single time they got a cap, Matten run his back to front, and they should have adapted. They should have seen it coming and planned for it better.
I'm kind of surprised that Boss not holding their own stand didn't punish them more than it did.
It seemed it was a timing thing. Yes, they would hold the stand, but when it mattered, the defense was there to hold it back.
Let me see if they're going to play a fifth map for funsies or not. Looks like they might be done. They're still talking about Shark Hacks and his interference in the game. No, they're going to play Cadavatic, so I guess we'll change to a new recording and see you in a moment.
I won't be on this one.
Well, I'm not sure if they actually do it. Only one person has said yes. Let's see. But just hold off on that. Give us a moment to figure it out. Okay.